Heidenheim. They've had 10 attempts though, Peter. 5 of those were for Mark Guillou. What did you make of his half?
Yeah, I thought he did well. I mean, it's hard to, you've got to remind yourself the kid's only 18, I think he's done really, really well. He's worked hard. He's been involved in almost everything. Just a little bit away with the finishing. I think he gets himself in great positions, doesn't quite connect with that one. Here again, in a great position. He's come off the front, which he's good at, actually. His link-up play is good. Making good runs, good link-up play, but just the finishing touch has not quite been there, Joe.
Just overthinking it, maybe?
He just hasn't got the right connections on some of these, I think he's got himself in great areas and just hasn't connected with them correctly. But hopefully that will come in the second half. I think there's a few of those he should score, really.
I'm really impressed with him. I mean, he's getting better and better. He's going to learn from the senior players, the slightly older players around him. But a little bit of youthfulness, but he's been busy. And Chelsea's youngest player on the pitch, he's been the bright spark.
Well, Chelsea had a penalty appeal, Joe, as well, when Mudryk went down in the box. The ref thought he dived and then was sent to the monitor, but stuck to his guns, which we don't
often see. So credit the ref there. And the ref, I think, has got it spot on. Mudryk got it in the pocket here. Look at his electric pace. Drives in, clumsy from the centre half. But when you see it from the other angle, he doesn't actually touch. It's a clip. It's not enough, and Mudryk goes down a bit theatrical. I think the referee goes. It's the right decision by him, and I'm glad he went to he had the hearsay to go to the monitor and still stick with his guns.
It was brave from the referee. Like quite often when you go over there, you automatically know that they're going to give it. But I think he came to the right decision there. I don't think there was enough. I think Mudryk puts his foot into his shin maybe and kind of initiates it, and don't think it was enough for a penalty, but well done to the referee.
Against Heidenheim guarantees them European football in the new year. So from this point on, they cannot be eliminated. It's just trying to skip that round now and making sure they finish in the top part of the table. Unbeaten now in their last 5 in all competitions as that momentum continues to build for Chelsea. Joe and Peter watching on with me, and Joe, it wasn't quite as straightforward as some of the other games. They certainly were in a game tonight.
Well, it wasn't 8-0, but it was comfortable. But Chelsea defended well at times. I was seeing improvement, particularly in how they bring the line-up organisation when you're changing personnel so well. Mudryk did what Mudryk did. He had a game where he was on the peripheries, but then he scores a wonder goal. Another game for him was fantastic. That man in your picture there, Nkunku, another goal. Lots of positives. Chelsea march on. We all fully expected them to comfortably cruise through this group, but they've done it in some style. And Jorgensen as well. I think he played very, very well tonight. And there's a lot of Chelsea fans who'd like to see him as the number 1.
Yeah, we'll talk a bit more about Jorgensen in a moment. But before the game, you both said that Jadon Sancho needed a big night, a first start since the 20th of October. And Peter was involved in both the goals.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he's involved in a lot. He's got such quick feet, just getting the ball to his feet and his trickery, his creativity. He seems to pick the right pass. And when he's confident, he's as good as anyone. Fantastic player, great feet, and he seems to always pick the right pass. And defender's nightmare here. And, creating so much. And Nkunku here was a beautiful finish, really.
You liked the finish, didn't you?
Yeah, it's just so calm. He gets in these areas. He's so calm. He's so unlucky to not be playing. He's a fantastic player.
You see it, Crouch, don't you? Like there's zero panic in him. His stride doesn't change. In front of goal, when there's a shot to be taken, he's just so smooth and clean. He's a goal scorer. And Sancho was fantastic again. Driving in, little 1-2. Wait a pass, that's a great finish as well.
That's what he can do, but it's still moments in games, isn't it, Peter?
Really intelligent play, but he's getting up to speed. He's had his illness, he's had his injuries, lack of fitness, but when he's fit and playing well and he's confident, this is what he can do. He's so intelligent to pick the right pass there, and you have to say it's a great finish from Mudryk as well.
And you mentioned Jorgensen as well, Joe. 11 saves tonight, the 3rd most saves in the Conference League. Really pushing for a start in the Premier League, do you feel? I know you're saying that's what a lot of the fans want to see.
Yeah, he's one of them goalies which you don't hear his name. There's nothing flashy. He gets the job done. He down there, good hands, strong. What was interesting, although Chelsea, it's been a canter for Chelsea in this competition, he's faced a lot of shots. So he's getting tested and he's producing moments, good positioning. consistently. Listen, he'll be pushing for a start as well.
Should
That's
it be
a great
the number
save.
one, Peter?
Well, it just shows it. Like, Chelsea didn't have it all their own way tonight. You know, they had to rely on Jorgensen quite a few times, and I think he deserves a shot. I have to say, there's been a lot of talk around Sanchez, been a few mistakes, looks nervy at time. Every time I've seen him play, but he hasn't put foot wrong.
He certainly made a strong case tonight in that 2-0 victory.